As a Heriot-Watt University degree student, you have the option of applying to go global and transfer studies to a different university campus. We are delighted you are planning to study at our Edinburgh campus and hope you will find it a rewarding and enjoyable experience. We've produced this video which focuses on the credibility interview section of the student visa application process because we want to highlight how important it is for you to complete this interview successfully and to prepare you for the range of questions that you might be asked to provide responses to. The video will cover looking forward to coming to Scotland, what you will be studying, and where you will be staying. We will also look at the practicalities of getting to university if you are planning to live off campus, your reasons for wanting to study at a UK campus, and what arrangements you have in place to fund your tuition fees and living costs. If you have not been to Scotland before, we are sure you'll be looking forward to exploring a new country and visiting the many historic and cultural sites of interest. Edinburgh is the second biggest city in Scotland and is Scotland's capital. The population of Scotland is around 5.5 million, and approximately 10% of the nation's population live in the capital. Edinburgh has a tradition of being a centre of financial, educational and political activity in Scotland, has many historic buildings, museums and galleries, and stages the largest arts festival in the world in August and September. The Scottish Centre of Government, the Scottish Parliament, is based in Holyrood in Edinburgh. You can find additional information about Scotland on the Scottish Tourist Board website at www.visitscotland.com. As you are applying for a Tier 4 student visa, it is highly likely the interviewer will ask you about what you are planning to study in Edinburgh. As a continuing student, you should not find it difficult to answer these questions, as you have already started and completed part of your degree. However, you should still be familiar with some of the details of your studies. Questions such as confirming your programme title and subject, why you have chosen to study that particular degree, and what interests you about your academic area can be anticipated. You may also be asked to provide some additional detail about your programme, such as the individual course titles you have been studying or are planning to follow in Edinburgh, or the name of your school. You may be asked about what potential career path you eventually hope to follow based on your degree. If your Tier 4 student visa application is successful, your visa will usually be issued with a condition that allows you to also work part-time during your studies. It is important, even if you are considering part-time employment while studying in the UK, that you remember the main purpose for you applying for your Tier 4 student visa is to allow you to come to the UK for study, not for work. As part of the online student visa application process, you will have been asked to enter details of the address where you are planning to stay when you are in the UK. You would not normally have to include any additional supporting documents confirming accommodation arrangements. However, you should still be familiar with the details of where you will be living. Students allocated a place in residences on campus will normally be sent details of their room and hall name once these are confirmed. If you are planning to stay off campus, you should arrange short-term accommodation for when you first arrive in Edinburgh and enter this address in the visa application. You can then view properties before committing to any long-term contract or lease, reducing the risk of you booking unsuitable accommodation. Help is available from the on-campus and off-campus accommodation support teams. Visa interview staff will sometimes ask questions relevant to your likely day-to-day routines associated with studying in the UK, such as how you plan to travel to and from the university. Heriot-Watt University Edinburgh campus is located around 10 kilometres west of the city centre, and the easiest way to travel is to use Lothian buses. Services 25, 34, 45 and 63 run from the university campus, with the 25 bus taking around 35 minutes to the city centre. You may be asked why, when you would be following the same degree programme, do you want to study in the UK? There are several advantages to studying part of your degree in Edinburgh, such as the chance to meet and interact with a huge diversity of staff and students from a wide range of countries and backgrounds. Living abroad can present new challenges, experience and responsibilities, and successfully coping with these supports personal development and builds confidence. These are all practical qualities that going forward would enhance your prospects for employment once you successfully complete your degree. As a Heriot-Watt University student, you will already be familiar with UK learning and teaching methods, academic standards and programme structures. However, UK study will allow you to also experience British culture and society firsthand. If you have previously studied overseas, be prepared to also answer questions on this, particularly if the study was in the UK. When completing your online visa application, you will already have been asked to provide detailed information on how you will be covering your costs while studying in the UK. The interviewer must be satisfied that the funding arrangements that you have outlined in your application are actually in place and that you're not going to have any difficulty covering your costs. Whether you're presenting your own bank statement or a bank statement from your parents, please ensure you're familiar with the information on the statement used, the bank and bank account details, and also where the funds are coming from, for example, if they're coming from savings. If you are being funded by your parents, there is a chance the interviewer may ask for more information regarding what your mother or father's employment circumstances are, so you should know the business or company they work with, what they do, and how long they have worked with that employer. In summary, the interview is an important part of the UK student visa application process, and you must take it seriously. Even if all of the other elements of your visa application are correct, if you're not able to answer questions about your programme and your study abroad plans, then your application can be refused. You want to spend time studying in the UK for very positive reasons, to enhance your degree studies and long-term prospects, develop your independence and take on new responsibilities, and to experience living and studying in the UK. As a continuing Heriot-Watt University student, you will already be very familiar with the format and content of your degree, and the interview is an opportunity for you to show this knowledge, and also that you have made responsible plans for managing your time as a student in the UK. Provided you familiarise yourself with what to expect and do a little preparation, you should be able to complete the student visa interview successfully. The International Student Advisors Office at Heriot-Watt University Edinburgh campus have produced detailed guidance to help you prepare for your student visa application and also information on living in the UK. You can access this at www.hw.ac.uk/students/international/UK.htm.